Today we're talking about the Falcon Eyes F7 Mini. But before we start, if you're new to the channel, my name is Anson, and on this channel we talk about filmmaking gear, specifically gear for the budget-conscious filmmaker. So if that's you, consider subscribing. I do want to mention that I was sent this light to test, but I'm not required to say anything specifically about this light, so you're going to get my full and honest opinion. I'm also not really going to touch on a lot of the technical aspects of this light, but if you're curious, I'll post some facts over here on the screen somewhere so that you can see what's happening. I'm going to guess I'm going to put it right here. Something like that. But rather, I'm going to approach this by talking about the things I really did like about this light. Let's start with one of the first things I like about this light, and that's the overall build features. More specifically, the fact that this is a really small pocket-sized light. It is actually really light as well. It is a plastic body. Now that can be seen as a negative, that it's not a metal body or construction, so it's not as sturdy as some lights that are in this price bracket, but I do like the fact that it is small, portable, and light. I also like the fact that there's a magnetic back on this light. Between the size and the magnetic back, this is really easy to put somewhere on set just to get a little bit more of a pop. To show you an example of this, I set up a mock car scene and actually placed this light on the top of the car, almost acting like the light is one of the street lights from outside of the car. So it helps motivate additional light into the scene, and it's able to do that really easily because of how small and light it is, but also the fact that it does have that magnetic back. The other thing I enjoy about this light is the overall app integration. The app was really easy to use, and you can control a lot of the functionality through the app. I actually have this light back here in my scene, and to color match it with another light back here, I actually pointed the color picker at that light, and it matched the color very closely. And so it's really awesome to be able to use the app for the color picker option, so you can get more on brand colors and things like that. Being able to change all the things you can do with this light in the app is really helpful. The controls are pretty easy to use, but if you want a little bit more easeability, use the app, because that just unlocks a whole nother set of really awesome features with this light. I've reviewed some other lights that are a little bit more expensive than this light, and it doesn't have an app integration, so that was a huge selling point for me. The next thing I want to mention is the battery life. This is actually the second time I'm shooting this review because I didn't initially include battery life. I've actually been able to use this light on really long shoots and put it through its paces in those shoots, and I haven't really had a struggle with battery life. I actually did a time lapse for I think roughly about an hour to an hour and a half, but both lights were only like halfway through its battery life, and so that's something that also really impressed me, was the overall battery life. And then the last thing overall is price. Now all these features, app integration, the size, portability, the magnetic backing, all those build features, as well as having great battery life, you can get all that for under $60, and that is amazing. And so with that being said, would I recommend this light? Absolutely. And who would I recommend it to? Honestly, anybody. If you're looking at any portable light, anything that needs RGB function or scenes, this is absolutely the light to check out. Before this, I used an Aputure M9, and that's just a daylight balanced small LED light. This is going to replace what the Aputure M9 was doing, because it does have built-in effects as well as several color options. I didn't even mention that. It doesn't just go off of a color wheel. It actually has a couple different color options, so you can get the exact color scheme that you need, plus the overall app integration, which you can do your color picker option. And so if you're looking at a good RGB light that's inexpensive, this is absolutely the light to check out. So that's it for me. I do want to thank PhotoVision for providing me with this light. If you're interested in buying this light, I will leave their storefront links below. As always, thank you guys for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Stay safe. Be happy. Support each other. Wash those hands, and I'll see you here next time. Peace.